The little kitten showed up at a gas station one day, small and fragile, meowing at strangers. He was thin, dirty, and clearly in need of help. A kind friend noticed him first, but couldn't keep him. That's when his new family stepped in. They took one look at the tiny kitten and knew he was special. They named him Bean, and from the very beginning, he brought life into their home. Bean had endless kitten energy. He dashed across the floor, climbed furniture, and played with anything that moved. But as wild as he could be, he also had a sweet and loving side. He curled up close, purring with contentment as though he knew he was safe at last. Still, it seemed like Bean needed something more. He had so much energy, and it felt like he was missing a companion of his own. That's when Lily came into the picture. Lily was a beautiful white cat, but her story was different. She had once been a stray, cautious and unsure of humans. When she first met her new family, she was nervous, her calm eyes watching carefully from a distance. But they welcomed her anyway, hoping she might adjust. At first, Lily and Bean only knew each other through the crack under the door. Bean pawed at it eagerly, curious and playful, while Lily stayed still, sniffing carefully. Over time, they began to recognize each other's scent. The day they finally met was a big moment. Bean's reaction surprised everyone. Instead of charging in with his usual energy, he lowered himself, almost bowing, as if he understood Lily's quiet, royal presence. For Lily, it wasn't love at first sight. She stayed calm and independent. But for Bean, something clicked right away. Overnight, he became devoted, following her every move. It was like he had turned into Romeo chasing Juliet. He wanted to be near her all the time. When Lily ate, Bean gobbled down his food quickly just so he could sit and watch her finish. When she moved across the room, he followed. If she gave him space, he waited patiently. And whenever she allowed it, he curled up beside her, soaking up every bit of affection she offered. Lily, on the other hand, liked to stay in control. Sometimes she tackled Bean in play, reminding him that she was the boss. Other times, she ignored him completely, making him sit with hopeful eyes. It became clear that Lily was confident, beautiful, and very aware of it. She liked attention but chose carefully when to give it back. Over time, a funny pattern appeared. Lily began to show affection, but not always toward Bean. She often followed one of the humans in the house, brushing against him, asking for pets, and staying close. Bean would sit nearby, clearly wishing it was him in that spot. Suddenly, their home had turned into a love triangle. Bean loved Lily. Lily loved someone else, and everyone else just watched it play out. Even so, Lily couldn't hide her softer side forever. When she thought no one was looking, she groomed Bean or sat quietly beside him. She rubbed against him gently, showing a small but real affection. For Bean, every bit of attention was enough to keep trying. The way their personalities balanced each other was what made their bond so unique. Bean was goofy, playful, and affectionate. Lily was graceful, calm, and a little bossy. Together, they kept the household full of energy and laughter. Watching them chase each other, wrestle, or simply sit near one another brought constant joy. Their relationship wasn't always smooth. Sometimes it looked like siblings fighting. Other times it looked like a love story waiting to unfold. But no matter what, both cats had found safety, love, and a true home. Bean's life had gone from a gas station parking lot to a warm, loving house. Lily's life had changed from surviving as a stray to being treated like a queen. Together, they proved something important. Rescued animals don't just survive, they thrive when given a chance. Bean's devotion and Lily's cautious affection showed how different personalities can still create a strong bond. They reminded everyone that animals, just like people, can surprise us with the way they love and the way they adapt. Their story isn't over. Will Lily ever give in and cuddle Bean the way he dreams about? Or will she stay independent, keeping him chasing after her forever? Time will tell. But what matters now is that both cats are safe, cared for, and deeply loved. This unlikely pair reminds us that love and friendship can grow in the most unexpected ways. From a lonely gas station to a happy home, Bean found family. And from a life on the streets, Lily found comfort. Together, they created a story worth telling. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to give it a like. Share your own rescue story in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And even sharing this video helps more animals like Bean and Lily find the love they deserve.